Hi there. Good Thursday morning. It's Thursday, right? It's Thursday morning, and we are awesomely grateful to be here in your company. I hope you're having a wonderful morning and you woke up bright and bushy. If you didn't, stay close to us. Hopefully by the end of our features, you'll feel a little bit better and ready to face the world. All right? Kendall has some insight into the headlines. Let's see what's happening there.
Good morning. The Groseley Minibus Association is taking steps to address crowding at bus terminals. The association has implemented a new shuttle system from Castries to Shock between the hours of 7:30 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. According to the association, this is designed to address delays experienced by commuters created by daily traffic congestion.
And one of them was creating a or what I would say a shuttle service only between Castries and Megaji, which is the short trip. What we did a small survey where we realized between the hours of 7:30 to 8:30, this was the peak hours, and majority of the persons were going between Castries and Shock. The other further up, people who go in from Marisale up to Rodney Bay, what we realized is people used to come at least early between 7 because they're heading even further up north.
He says that the new system has proven to be effective so far. However, he says the only complaint received is that passengers at bus stops between Castries and Shock, as a Shock roundabout, are finding it increasingly difficult to get a northbound bus, as those buses heading to Groseley from Castries are already filled. The government of St. Lucia, through the Ministry of Commerce, Manufacturing, Business Development and Cooperatives, as well as Consumer Affairs, has been engaged in the revision and development of policy, legislation and a regulatory framework for cannabis in St. Lucia. In keeping with these advancements, the government of St. Lucia will be hosting a two-day cannabis symposium from March 19th to March 20th as an open-ended regional policy discussion on matters relating to cannabis. This symposium will afford relevant stakeholders and cannabis authorities within the region an opportunity to hold candid discussions on some of the issues and challenges experienced throughout the region. From these brainstorming and information sharing sessions, it is expected that an effective plan will be developed to address similar issues here in St. Lucia. The Ministry of Health continues to encourage good kidney health in the face of an increasingly high financial burden to treat kidney disease. This comes ahead of the observance of World Kidney Day on Thursday, March 14th.
This condition is the gradual loss of kidneys' ability to perform essential functions and can be caused by high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, smoking, and other risk factors.
As of February this year, 187 people were living with end-stage renal failure and were on dialysis on the island. This figure, when compared to the number of dialysis units available and the cost per session, highlights the financial burden of kidney disease on an individual and the country. Currently, there are only 22 dialysis units in the public health system on the island, with an additional 10 available at 2 private health facilities. Some law enforcement news now. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force has successfully apprehended a man wanted for attempted murder. On Tuesday, March 12, 2024, the RSLPF carried out an operation involving the traffic enforcement team and patrol teams. During this operation, police officers executed 4 warrants to search for property and apprehended 1 male suspect on a warrant of arrest in the first instance for attempted murder. The individual has been identified as Jamal Paul alias Brace of Cicero Castries. Jamal Paul will be escorted to the 1st District Court for bail purposes. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching.
All right. Well, thank you, Kendall. We need to take a short break. We're coming back after this. Our first feature, the arts is going to take some precedence here today. I don't know if we put in enough effort into the arts and how much our young people are interested in the arts, and it can be seen as such a remarkable avenue. But we're here at the Vladimir Theatre in Groseley because CAMDU is here, and we caught up with the last part of a program that they have undertaken dealing with theatre and arts. Here we are. We're up in the town of Groseley, the vibrant town of Groseley. And we're here with Esther from Camdo. Esther, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm great, actually.
You look amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Esther, the last time I saw you to compare to now, you have a hot date.
Yep, hot date with all my schools.
I know. What is happening? The theater, what is happening here?
We're having laureates on display where the students have written their plays and they're putting it on show.
Wow. And that we capturing the final one?
The final one. Woo. We had a wonderful time in Viewfort yesterday where all the secondary schools combined at the Beanfield Secondary. And oh my gosh, I could only cry.
Right. Give us a little perspective as to why this, why you put this on. Let me just grab this a little bit. You know, why this was necessary and
well, according to CXC, the students need to know everything about the theater, not just the drama, but they need to know the stage craft, they need to know dance, they need to know everything that relates to theater. And they need to perform before a live audience. Right. So that's the important thing. The SBAs. That's right. Wow. Because, you know, sometimes you have them performing at the schools and they're afraid. Yes. But you need to get them out. You need to help them build the confidence that they need to do what they have to do to make sure that their grades are not just a passing grade, but a grade with content.
That's right, and it's workable, so they can actually fit into the real world when
Correct.
They live here.
Now we're having CVQs, TVET, and all of these things. They need to be, they need to know the different skills needed to succeed in that area.
Right. I think we have a beautiful young lady here.
Yes.
Because so that means there's a lot happening here. It's not just that, but you've solicited sponsors who have come on board to assist the children in ensuring that they execute at that level as well, which is, this is remarkable stuff. What a beautiful, rounded stuff that is happening here. So tell me about that.
Well, you know, normally at Camdo, we source funding from different avenues, and Yvonne from Berkeley's Bank with Arletta Wells and their team, they decided, you know what, we pride ourselves in building up the youth of St. Lucia. And so, let's go with it. Let's be their gold sponsors, just like that.
And they sponsored the entire program?
Most of it. Okay. Just like, say like 95% of it.
Right, well, let me tell you, Eve, I'm stepping right on over here to Eve, because let me tell you, Yvonne, we talk a lot, and when we see things like that and we say, oh, well, you know what, corporate solution needs to get on board, and, you know, because our future, it's what we're talking about. So I am very pleased to have seen that Berkeley has answered that call in that magnitude. So tell me about coming on board to the initiative. What was the buy-in for you?
Well, I am passionate about the arts. Passionate. So I love theater, I love dance, I love music, everything. So when Miss Matthew came across to us, it's an opportunity for Berkeley Bank and Trust, notwithstanding that we're an offshore bank.
Yes.
Philanthropy is important to us, especially the arts. So we were excited, we are happy to be on board, and we wanted to make sure that it became a reality. Well,
you're here today witnessing some of the displays from some of the students. Are you feeling proud and happy that you made the right choice?
I am. I'm very happy to see young people, and I think that's an outlet for a lot of the things that are happening. And when you see some of the display, it really takes you back, because they're showing us the narrative is about crime. Yes. It is about that situation that's happening now. So to see them put up that thing, the acting, and to show us that that's not always the way to go, and to see them do it well, I am very proud. Well,
I just got a little piece, and I'm totally blown off. And you know, I mean, they are expressing some of the things that our children unnoticeably goes through on a daily basis. A lot of our children are actually experiencing this sort of broken home system, this sort of thing, and they add to where a lot of our children ends.
Now, there is something called the hidden curriculum. This is not written in the books. It's not in the syllabus. And we as teachers or educators have to help the students understand that they can make a difference through the arts. Yes. And that's what we've always been trying. Now, today I'm like, the students are performing on stage, and I want to say, stop! How else could we do that as it pertains to changing our thinking when it comes to crime, when it comes to conflict resolution, all of these things? That's necessary. And trust me, the arts is the way to go.
That's right.
Yes.
It's vital. I am impressed. We're going to capture some of the, I heard Viewfort was definitely a bomb yesterday. After what's next after this? After this happens, it's going to be a continuation from Camdo?
Right, because, yes, coming, well, in October, because we have auditions, we have a Village Bolame. That's a play that deals with seavilage, what happens with a fishing family, and also 12th Night Shakespeare, hopefully. Hopefully.
Wow. No, listen, I don't know. Just make sure, Esther, that you keep us in the loop because we need to follow up on this. I think this is a vital part and inclusion.
And we plan to be on board.
There you go. Well, here we go.
Right, give me a jam.
One time, same time. You see that? She can't even run from that because she don't have a national GP. I don't think she planned to, but that is great. And I hope more of Corporate St. Lucia could come on board in that regard as
We
well.
also, let me mention too, they're our gold sponsors. We got sponsorship from Sandals.
That's right.
As well as from the Vigi Taxi Association. That's right. Also from Martha Jalim from Bexar and the Goodmans. Yes, so we have people who are interested in the arts and they're giving the little that they can and we're happy about it.
And the more we give moving forward is the better of a production we can put on. So if you're thinking about it, reach out to Camdo, yes?
Yes, indeed.
So do that. Thank you, ladies. I want to take in a few more of what's going on in there now. So certainly, that is awesome. Mention that our features today is really going to be zeroing on the arts, and not just the arts, but the arts among our young ones. And it is important for us to highlight those. We believe in this. We believe in what it can create, the positive spin-off from it. So we're definitely going to be on board with this. You best believe that. The second feature, well, the second and third feature is sort of related, but our second feature, we over at the Sir Iris Simmons Secondary School. They're having an art exhibition later on today, and we spoke with the art teacher. It's not the first time we find ourselves over here at the Sir Iris Simmons Secondary School. We were here for music the last time when they captured that amazing musical competition that was going on, and we are back this time for art. So definitely there is a wonderful holistic program happening here. And we're here with the arts teacher. She's my family. She's Alexander. So let's not forget the first name already, you know. Jeanette. Jeanette Alexander is here. She is the art teacher at the Sir Iris Simmons. Jeanette, how long have you been here in the capacity of art teacher?
Probably 14 years.
What do you, I like it. So yeah, definitely you've grown with this.
Yes,
you've grown with this. So this is deep.
Yes, it is. Syra is filled with students with so much potential, so much talent, and you could see it in everything that they do. Talented, they like to experiment in good ways, you know, creative, innovative students. So being a catalyst for change, being someone who wants to push the students to, you know, unlock that hidden potential, that hidden talent, and develop it. I love this school because I could see the growth and I could see how eager students are to create.
Right. Now we're going to talk about the exhibition in a bit, but I want to talk to you. 14 years within the school setting, working with children in that area. You must have come up with some practical ways in which this particular skill or gift can enhance young people, especially where we see our young people are right now. We've got a lot, they're facing so much, you know, and a lot of the time we hear of the negative things associated with them, badly done to them. Do you believe, based on experience, that getting involved in art could actually redirect their energies in some more positive light?
Oh yes, for sure. So I strongly believe that through art, they could develop discipline. Because visual art is something that takes time. Whether it's painting, whether it's textiles or sculpting, drawing, you have to have the discipline to start and know how to refine and work and rework a piece. And that subconsciously allow you to work on yourself as well. Art is also an avenue for self-discovery. Allow them to understand how to express themselves. So instead of expressing themselves in a negative way, they could put that anger or sadness or whatever emotion is being felt, they could put it into the art. So I think it's a positive avenue for students to express, to develop discipline, to have a voice, you know, so I strongly believe so.
All right, let's talk about the exhibition that you've put on. Is that something that you always put on, or this is your first time?
This is the first time we are putting on an exhibition. My students in the past has been part of exhibitions, but this is Sir Iris first. Okay. Hopefully it's not the last. It's a small exhibition, and hopefully as we go along we'll grow. and have more pieces. So yes.
What is the vision? Of what do you want to achieve from that exhibition?
So I would like to highlight the students' work. I would like to highlight the youth in a positive way. Too often, a lot of negative publicity sometimes surround the youth due to various actions and circumstances. But I also want the society, people, to see the creative side, the potential, the opportunities, the possibilities, and to see that, hey, these students have something. They could go and become entrepreneurs. They could go and have their own little business, whatever it may be. Or these are the persons who can be creatives in the future and open a whole new, avenue in St. Lucia as creatives. So I just want to highlight that. I want persons to see that this is what's happening in Syria. This is good. This is great. Come, support, see, enjoy. The work is really good.
I love it. And I must say, let me give you your flowers now. Thank you for putting so much passion and effort into it and giving these children a voice and an avenue as well.
Yes. Yeah, it's my job as a teacher. It's a calling. Not everybody could do, but I love my job. Absolutely. I love teaching and I love art. So, it's like my two loves put together. And I see it in the students, and when they do what they have to do, it gives me a joy. So I would like everyone who's interested, come to the We Create Art exhibition, come and see so you could feel that joy. So you could be like, hey, wow, these children can draw, these children could paint candles, this children made candles, hey, let me start a candle business. Yeah. Whatever it may be, you could see it and you could experience it and you could feel proud because that's your cousins, your neighbors, your sisters, whatever it may be. We are all one as St. Lucians. Come support.
Wonderful. And it's all day today, guys. So you have an opportunity to come on into the Sir Ira Simmons Secondary and just view and support the young ones. Our final feature, as mentioned, the two are related, second and third. The third one, obviously we spoke to the teacher. You know us already. We must tap into the students who are actually going to be showcasing their arts. So we had two of those students who spoke with us. Right, still here in the vicinity of the Sir Ira Simmons Secondary School, and we caught up with two of the students who are going to be having their arts on display as part of the exhibition that is upcoming. We have Chalice here, beautiful Chalice here, and we've got absolutely amazing Kiran here. Two beautiful and awesome young ladies. I had the opportunity to take a little peek at their little artwork, and boy, this is impressive. Chalice, how are you?
I'm okay.
You look okay. Tell me about, how long did you realize that you wanted to partake in art? When did you realize that passion or that gift?
When I was in Form 3.
Form 3. And you're now Form
5.
Form 5. Right. So you started to dabble in this. Of course, there's a nice program here at the school which allowed you the opportunity to get involved in some passion. How did you discover it?
I would normally be in my room and I would just start drawing.
So you're just there. It's just an expression for you.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes things happening in your head and you decide, let me put it down on that. Because I look at some of your painting, they're quite expressive. Like personality-wise. You can tell it's telling a story.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're coming back and talk about that story in a while. But I want to talk now to Kiran. Kiran, your art is a little bit more, it's like this pointed stuff. You zero in on something and you capture the essence of it. I get to the thing right. I have a little art thing in me, right? Tell me, I have the thing right. Tell me about you getting involved. You're a Form 4 student now, right?
Form 4.
When did you get involved?
I got involved ever since I was 12.
Yeah?
12, yes.
In primary school?
Yes, primary school.
Right. How did it start? What started it? What prompted it?
I was on YouTube and then I came across an art video, and after a while I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
What is your interpretation of art? Because I could be on YouTube too. That ain't gonna make me pick up a stencil and decide I want to do art. So art really is something it have to be something you cut out for. They have to put that on you. God have to put this on you. You agree? Right. So with that gift, with God deciding He gonna look at you and give you that amazing gift, how do you see yourself using that gift to impact, or probably understand what it is He's trying to get you to put out there? Well. I know. Think about the type of art that you do. Think about how it is that your art, imagine another student like you out there is not acquired art, you understand? But through your art, you're able to speak the language that you think that they're emotionally going through at the time.
It's like calming, I guess.
Calming, right? So you see how important it is that your gift can assist other persons. So you understand that there is a mission and a role for you with that gift, right?
Yes, miss.
Right. So expressing this, coming this for the exhibition, the students here are going to get the opportunity to come and look at your work and other students' work. What would you like for them to capture from looking at the creativeness that you all are putting out there on that display?
I want them to see myself and how hard I've worked to become to where I am today.
Right. So you want your art to express commitment and discipline.
Yes.
I love the students. You guys, it's open to the public. You can come. We can come and look at it, right? All right. So I hope you guys could come over and look at some of these amazing pieces from these amazing students. You know, I am very impressed by your work. Keep it up. And understand it's a calling, it's a gift, because everybody didn't get that gift. Use it wisely. Yeah? Wonderful. Thank you, Chalice. Thank you, Kiran. Well, that is our show for today. Like I promised you in start, if you weren't feeling too upbeat, I hope by now you're feeling a little better and you're ready to go on out and face this awesome day. And be great. Let's do it again tomorrow, right here for another DBS this morning.